Hey guys, I'm back with episode 2. You see a lot of difference going on. I know, yes, I'm mad because again the sound was terrible. 2 episodes. See, I recorded episode 2 and episode 3, but I didn't edit them yet. So there's been a lot of problems. There's so many problems. The audio went back to the way it was. So yeah, there's so many problems. As you can see, I fully designed that tower. I'll get to that soon, and I've started on this. I'll explain all this in just a second. Just want to quickly do my little rant on the audio again, because it's so terrible. Episodes 2 and 3, there was like 2 hours of footage again, just gone. Just like that. I didn't even watch, I watched like 5 minutes of it, not 5 minutes, like 5 seconds of it, sorry. And then before I realized the audio was terrible, I'm like, nope, delete it all. All of it just deleted, just like that. So, yeah, as you can see, we're starting this again. So I'm gonna explain the design of the tower just real quick. Explain what what I did with this. So, cause yeah, I did explain all this when I was building it, but all that footage is gone. Yeah, in this episode, I'm gonna just explain this. I'm going to basically explain my idea for this and build my designs on it, and then also I'm going to explain one, how to build houses and stuff, and like how to like design your builds properly, and then also how to sorry, I forgot what I was gonna do. How stairs work, just basically the design of stairs. You can easily work stairs to your advantage and get great designs out of them. Which I will show you. Oh, I'll show you soon. And also how you can use slabs to create even like hidden messages through your designs. So yeah, I'll show that all later on. First, this tower. So it's all it's all complete. Yeah. First, the roof, because as you can see, I'm using pretty much spruce logs and dark oak wood for the design for all of it. You can see here, spruce and dark oak. But the top here is all what's this again? This is birch. So yeah, the difference in that, it really brings it out from the, if you look from a distance and you look at it, it brings out the roof a lot more, and that's what you kind of want. And it sort of merges with these cobblestone walls as well. So that's why I did that. And yeah, basically to do that, first of all, I aligned this log here all along the top. There's point, and same with this one. That's why that's going up like that. That's for all 4 corners. And then just getting stairs, not turning them at all. So not doing anything like what's down here. So not like that, but just straight up, flat up against walls. And I did explain that you can turn them if you want, but just for my design for this one, just so you can see that the logs on the inside of that, I flat faced them all. And then I use slabs for each of the corners and stuff. And then at the top here, again, that design to put the point, which is what I usually use for all of my designs, just that quick point with the cobblestone stairs and then the fences. So yeah, there's the roof. The design for pretty much this whole thing is as I've already said, just a lot of the wood, dark oak wood, couple fences, just in a lot of like points going down and up, going like that for the corners. As you can see here again, just like that for the cobblestone stairs. And yeah, just using dark oak wood just to finish them off. And then also with the light source, I genuinely go for the lamps, the redstone lamps. But the bad side of that is you do have to have, you know, a redstone block there somewhere to light them up. That's why I do. Some people do just go for and a lot of my builds I just sometimes just go for what's it called, glowstone. Yeah. Lastly, for this tower, for the bottom here, as you can see, I've just used pretty much, obviously except for this part here, but pretty much all logs. And that's good for designs when you just want to finish it, when you want to make this part look completely different from the rest of the tower, because this part here, I was making it like not part of the tower, like the tower starts here. That's what I was trying to do. I guess it doesn't really work yet, because what I want to do is have like with this here, you can walk across here and go into the tower from here. That's what I was gonna do. Well, in the future, that's what we'll do. But yeah. So this part isn't actually the tower. That's the tower there. So yeah. Now for this, my as you can see, this is massive. My idea for this, I built all this. It took so long. All the recordings gone. So yeah, in the first episode, I explained that this was going to be like the village, and over here was going to be like the town. So what I made this is going to be like towers on here and stuff around outside. This will be like the joining point for the village and the town. Yeah, I know. Don't judge me, alright? The footage is just all gone. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for that. I decided to put like a fountain in the center of it, and I didn't. Yeah, usually like when I design spawn points and stuff, the spawn is in the center, but I have been intending just to put a fountain instead in the center, and having other things around the side. Just like that main project I showed a few times. The spawn isn't in the center; it's actually in one of the rooms, which you guys will see in the future. That spawn. So yeah, again, I didn't go for a circular thing. This wasn't even the original shape here where it cuts off like that. It was just perfectly circular. And then I just sort of went in like that, and then I just made the edges a bit more thick. And that just gives it a bit more of a unique shape. And that's what I also want to explain with building, yeah, your buildings and houses and stuff. You don't want to just do a generic square. So, yeah, I'll show you how to build those in a second. Yeah, with the pathway, as you can see, I'm using a different colored wood. This is spruce slabs rather than using dark oak slabs. And that also just see that it's still wood, but just the difference in it still makes it look good. Yeah, I just wanted to show that off as well. All this was done. These are going to be garden and stuff. See, this main area will only really be used for the connection between them two. So you're just walking through it. So there's not really going to be anything massive in here. It's just massive gardens, basically. That's my idea for this place. Yeah. So I guess we can start building that in this episode. But what I first want to explain is a few how to build lessons. So we'll use this part here where we're going to build the church, but failed miserably. Miserably, terribly, horribly, all those things. Just extend this just a little bit. Oh yeah, I've got to start getting back to voting. I used to vote all the time on the server, and then I've just been distracted lately. Alright, let's get rid of this as well. I want a big flat land. I want that. Oh, I don't have a wand. Damn it. There we go. Get rid of all this. Yeah, alright. There we go. Yep. Just a rough sort of edging around. So all this will be fixed up eventually. So it's not haste well fill. Yep, that's a lot of dead animals. Whoops. Alright, so yeah, when you go build houses, I'll just build it out of stone brick for now. Stone brick, there we go. Couldn't find it for a second. Could you move, pig? Thanks. I need to build. A lot of people tend to just like even me with my survival series, you know, I just build this square. And it can look good depending on how you design it, but let me just finish this. Seriously, cow? right when I was just building, you just run in here thinking you're great. No, it's not happening. Alright. Stack. We'll stack it 5 up. Alright, let's just pretend we have a roof on there, just because I don't want to build a roof right now. It'll take too much effort, just for explaining something. Let's just say you have that, there's your door. Alright, not centered. Oh wait, is it centered? Oh my god, it's centered. Alright, so you have your house there, and it's very square, you know? So, I love when people decide, they're like, you know what, I don't want that square, so let's get rid of this wall. And they decide to add on, like, extras. You know? And not make the house fully square, because you see in real life and stuff, there's not really many just purely square houses. There's all add-ons and stuff, and this part of the roof is higher than that part of the roof, and you know. So that's what you kind of want to build. You just do walls. I'll explain that command later. But yeah, there is a bit of a design of a house. Now you can design that a lot better, obviously not just use stone brick, but I'll explain that later on. So yeah, that sort of a house is a lot better than the normal generic square or rectangle one that we had going on. Now obviously you can do a lot more different designs with them, have like a massive house. Like I've seen houses where they're obviously a lot bigger than this. Let's just do a bit of a design though. Where the house is sort of... Oh yeah. Sort of like that, and basically, obviously on a much bigger scale, like from there to there or something, you know. And obviously these roofs are a lot smaller than that giant roof. Yeah, I'll try and show you a picture of one of like something like that I've built in the past, if I still have it. But yeah, that's the generic. Not yeah, not that's not the generic, but there's a generic way of building houses, and then there's not the generic, and that's sort of what you want, not to build generic when building your houses. Now designing your houses, um, so, can be quite difficult, but it depends on the palette that you have. So, I tend to build with like a medieval sort of palette, and let me explain what a palette is. If you go into creative menu and you see all these blocks and you're just looking at them like this, none of these blocks look well together, do they? However, if you get in your inventory, spruce logs, cobblestone, dark oak, you know, stuff like this, a bit of glass, maybe different color glass, stone brick, you know, stuff like that, a bit of glowstone maybe. And that's your palette. Well, you'd have more than that, but that would be your palette. And that would be the blocks and colors that you would work with when building. So when you build your like your pillars on your house, you know, you build them like that, and then you've got the inside adding depth, and I'll explain that in a second, adding depth to your house. And then you've got, you know, a bit of cobblestone, got a bit of glowstone, something, I don't know, this is a bad design, I don't have stairs on me, let me go get some stairs. I love using stairs. We use stairs like that. Put them on the inside, you know. You know, just something like that. That's a bad design, very bad. Don't judge me, but you know, that looks a lot better than just doing, you know, or doing, what's that, 17.1? No, 5.5. Or just doing that, you know? That looks a lot better, even if it does look like a bad design. You know, so that's basically, you know, a better way to design your stuff. Let me just get rid of all this. This looks terrible. And as you can see, whoops, when I did this tower, yes, I did have them in the background. You know, I still left a bit of that, but I didn't leave it all just stone brick because that would be bad. You know, adding design like this looks a lot better. This isn't my best tower, don't judge me. Yeah, hold on, let me try and explain it more by going slash home project. I use this place a lot, but yeah, I did change the pathways, by the way. I didn't like the look of them, and I thought I'd just leave them there, but someone else said, oh, they look a bit crazy, so I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm changing them. This is the new look for them, the paths. But yeah, as you can see with designing these, when I designed this place, just the main format of it, I didn't just do a big square or a big circle. What I wanted to do was add more like a medieval castle feel to it, and with a medieval castle, when you're looking over, you don't see the end, you know, you don't know where the end towers are or something like that. So I did these parts. What are you doing here? What? A bit of that lag there, couldn't even fly. I made a small tower, medium tower, sort of medium tower again, but a little bit bigger. Or maybe the same size, yeah, the same size, same tower. And then a bit bigger, you know, massive tower there. And they're all going in, and that last tower is going out. So there's just that sort of design where it's going, you know, oops, out and then in, you know. I'll try and do this like this, it's just awful. So yeah, that's the design I wanted, rather than just doing a square, rather than just doing, you know, something like that. And that's what you really want when designing your places. You know, not to have that, but to have more depth in it. That's what I want to do. And then, you know, the design on them, as you can see, I didn't just make it a stone brick wall. I just used the palette of having that, the spruce, I like using the stone slabs a lot. Cobblestone stairs, cobblestone slabs and stuff, which are not actually here. I like using, again, the cobblestone walls, and again with the light source as the lamps, and then obviously my dark oak wood. And that's pretty much with everything here. And that's what you want. You don't want to be changing it up at all. You don't want to start using, you know, if I start to use, where is it? I saw this the other day. You know, I didn't even know this existed. The redstone, the red sandstone stairs. You know, I was like, what is this? Didn't even know it existed. You know, if I started using that, it just looks completely different, and it doesn't look right. Even if I use it in this whole tower, it just would not work. And so you've got to sort of use the same sort of design or palette when building. Yeah, moving on now to stairs. Now, stairs can be quite difficult. I'm going to stay here, actually, because I use it here. Alright, now, as you can see with this, building this part isn't that difficult. As you can see, let me just get it. I could have done it with the other stairs, but I will. Now, let's just copy and paste it, actually. There's not much room to work here. Home, Island. Yeah, I call it the Island. I know it's not how you spell, and that's not how you say island, but don't judge me again. Alright, let's work with our land. Oh, damn it. Alright, Sorry, I wasn't recording them for a second. As you can see, we've got our stairs here. Copy them over here, and making this one here isn't that difficult. You just get your stair, turn it, and turn it. There you go. But making this one here, as you can see, it's quite difficult to actually get it to stay turned. So if you're not like that and then you break it, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So honestly, getting it like that is quite easy, and I'll try and show you now. It's just hard to explain. So all of these, even though only one corner, it's like a corner one, they're still only like that or like that. Alright, that's what they actually are. Alright, so connecting that to that and making that turn, yeah, so this one is like that. That corner one is facing, let's call this Z. We'll call this one Z and then this one X, alright? So this is X, that's Z, alright? So this is a Z because it's, yeah, that's how we placed it, facing like that. And this is to make that, is that Z? I can't remember anymore. Yeah, no, to make, god damn it, yeah, to make this Z turn into a corner, we got to make an X, yeah, next to it. And that's what this one's doing here. It's really hard to explain, sorry. To make this Z, alright, because that's how I placed it, that is a Z, turn, that has to be an X, yeah? That's how I made it, so let's just make it here. Remember, this one has to be an X. Is that an X? Yeah, I call it an X because there's a line going like that. Now, so yeah, X, Z, X, Z. Alright? Now, if I put another X there, it's gonna make this X turn because that one is an X, and it's gonna connect with the nearest X. Yeah. So if I want to connect but not connect like it was, I have to put a Z there to make this Z connect with the X. Now, if anyone can explain that better in the comments, please do because that was terrible. But yeah, if you did get that, somehow from my terrible explaining, you could do a lot of cool sort of designs by connecting it like that, sort of placing around and you know, yeah, just like that. Yeah. So that's how you do that. Now the other thing I want to explain is how you can make slabs into a cool looking design. So what we're gonna do is gonna get glowstone. Is that glowstone here? No. Glowstone. I can't see it because I'm blind. There we go. No. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. What you want to do is first underneath the slabs, make the design you want out of glowstone. So let's just make an arrow. Alright. Now it's a bit hard to show this while it's night time? I don't even know. Let's get wooden slabs because I think these will work better. Alright, I'll use these slabs then. I think it's going daytime, this is good. Alright. Just quickly cover these up. Now, as you can see, nothing is shown. Let me just do it quickly, 2 more. I don't know why I'm doing more, but yeah. Alright, as you can see, nothing is shown. You don't even know the glowstone is there. Walking past, all is fine. However, if we wait tonight, and I'll quickly, or we could just make it undercover. We just quickly set 2 out. Yep. All right. Now, as you can see, we have a hidden message. As soon as we make that day again, it's gone. And now it's back. The reason this happens is because slabs, I don't know how it 100% works, but I think, alright, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think they, they're somewhat of a no. So there is light on this other side. So what is basically happening from my knowledge, which is not really that much at the moment, is that that light is still shining on this block. So there is light on this block, just nowhere else in here. And it doesn't happen with other blocks because I don't know. But yeah. This is something you can do with really cool designs. Let me just quickly make a cool design and I'll show you that in just a second. Alright. Sorry, I was just reading chat for a bit there. Sorry about the sword, I had to kill some mobs. Yeah, I've quickly built this quick thing. So yeah, it's 4 different colors of wood. I'm guessing it can be used for all 6. There's 6, right? Wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, and maybe other slabs as well, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna test it with these 4. I have tested it already. It doesn't look, amazing, but as you can see, there's nothing here. It's just 4 bits of wood, and all of a sudden you wait for night, or even redo. Yeah, redo. And then here you go. You've got a pattern on the floor. Now, obviously, this is pitch black, and at night it's not that black, I don't think. Maybe it is, I don't know. And as you can see, there is different light levels. As you can see, the dark oak. It's dark oak, right? Yeah, the dark oak doesn't really light that much. The birch obviously lights up like there's no tomorrow. I prefer this one, in my opinion. This is the spruce, yeah. That's the jungle, I think. So yeah, obviously there's different kinds, but yeah. And I'll do this better because as you can see, it lit up the walls and everything. But yeah, I hope this explained a lot because you can do a lot of cool patterns of this if you do it good, and I can't really think of anything to do it with at the moment. But yeah. And one other thing, undo. The way I'm gonna do this series from now on, I think, is just continue building the island, not recording. But when there's something I really want to record, like building a tower or something, or just doing something like that, I'll record it, and I'll also continue to do these little tutorials, and you just slowly see the island building over time. And also come along just to say, oh look, I built this today, or I built this the other day, to show you how it's going so far. So tell me if you want it like that, or you want it to do how I was going to do it before, just record everything. It's up to you guys, but that's how I think I want to do it from now on, just like that, because it is going really slow right now, and the only times I can build, if I was doing the other way, the only times I can build is when I'm recording. I can't record all the time, So yeah, that's how I was thinking I was going to do it, but yeah, it's up to you guys. If you have any questions about the series, or if you have any suggestions or ideas of what to build, then I'll leave them in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you want more, and read the description for any links I have in there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. today's episode about everything. Yeah. Have fun, guys. And bye.